Picture this. It's a typical day in our bustling world, with the cacophony of life sounds that surround us. Let's talk about everything. Your cell phone pings with notifications, your meetings are stacking up, and your to-do list, well, it tends to resemble a novel. And I'm talking about War and Peace here. And in that whirlwind, have you ever just hit that pause button and wondered, am I living with intentionality? Welcome to your Success DNA podcast, where we dive deep into the modern. We dive deep into the insightful and the humorous, and yes, even the downright controversial aspects of personal development and success. I'm your host, Tracy Brinkmann, your guide through the twists and turns of intentional living. And today, we're about to embark on a roller coaster ride for your mind. But why does intentional living even matter in today's warp speed world, Tracy? Well, I'm glad you asked. I want you to imagine your life as a ship navigating the stormy seas of chaos. Without intention, you're adrift at the mercy of that damn tempest. But when you seize the helm, when you grab a hold of it with both hands with intentionality, you become the captain of your destiny. But hold on. It's not about just setting goals. No. And as you know, I believe in goal setting. It's about crafting a script of your life's blockbuster. Today, we're unwrapping the potential gift of intentionality. We're going to be asking 10 pivotal questions that will shake you to your core and possibly even reshape your future. Hold on tight, because these questions, well, they're going to ruffle a few feathers. These questions, they're going to challenge some norms. And they can set your soul on fire. So fasten your seatbelts, dear listeners, because we're about to unleash the expected. We're about to unleash the insightful and even unleash that downright controversial secrets to intentional living.
Welcome to your Success DNA podcast, the go-to resource for entrepreneurs, business owners, and professionals who are ready to level up their lives. Your Success DNA podcast. Get ready to be inspired, motivated, and empowered to create the life that you truly want. We will be sharing tips, tricks, and mindset shifts that you need to achieve your wildest dreams. Remember, your success is in your DNA.
What is up? What is up? What is up, my success-driven folks out there? Life, my dear listeners, can sometimes feel like an exhilarating roller coaster, can't it? Yeah, right. The ups and downs, the relentless whirlwind of obligations, notifications, and those never-ending to-do lists we talked about at the opening of the show. It's this chaotic dance, isn't it? It's a chaotic dance where we often forget to hit that pause button. We're so busy hitting fast forward, but we forget to hit that pause button and ask ourselves the most crucial of questions. Am I truly living intentionally? Ooh. You see, in this ever-accelerating world, living intentionally, it's not just a concept. It should be your compass. Your compass in that storm I talked about earlier. It's what separates the autopilot from the pilot seat of your life's jet, of your life's boat. Buckle up, all right? Because today, we're not just exploring the importance of living intentionally. No, we're going to unwrap Pandora's box with a few life-altering questions. Now, these 10 questions are more than mere words, more than mere mortals, my friends. No, they are lifesavers. They are the gears to success. They are the catalysts for personal development. All right, I'm going to rattle them off real fast here. What do you want to do? What do you want to have? Where do you want to go? What contributions do you want to make? What do you want to become? What do you want to learn? Who do you want to spend your time with? How much money do you want to earn, save, and invest? How much time do you want off? And last but not least, what will you do to create optimum health? Now, I know I just rattle all these fast. Give me a few minutes here. We're going to go through these one by one. So hold on to your hats, because we're not just asking the questions. No. We are igniting a revolution in our thinking. Each query that we're going to pose to ourselves, that I'm going to pose to you and you're going to pose to yourself, is a seismic shift, a roadmap to a life lived with intentionality. So fasten your mental seatbelts, dear listeners, because we're setting sail in those uncharted waters. We're going to drive right into that tempest, and trust me, the treasure you'll find can change your life. Picture this. You're caught in that daily whirlwind we talked about earlier, right? Those changing deadlines, responding to messages, and somehow still managing to binge watch an entire season of a show in a single night. Yeah, life, right? Yeah, I don't care what that show is. I still do it. I don't watch it all in a night, but I still binge watch shows. But in the midst of all this chaos, there's this silent whisper in your heart. It's the yearning for something more. It's the yearning for something that's going to set your soul on fire. That, my friends, that's your passion. You see, passion, it's not just those hobbies and interests you may have. It's really your true north, your North Star of your existence. It's what makes the mundane magical and the ordinary extraordinary. So, let's dive right into the heart of the matter, my dear friends. Question 1. What do you want to do? What makes your heart race with excitement, with glee? It makes your eyes sparkle with joy just thinking about it. It makes your soul dance with enthusiasm. I'm getting charged up just saying it. Finding your passion, it's not just about discovering a hobby. No. It's about unlocking the door into a life that just vibrates, just resonates with you deeply, your deepest desires. It's about turning your dreams into a daily reality. Now, in the next few minutes, right, so I want you to stick around here. We're going to unravel the mysteries of passion. We're going to decode its significance. We're going to set you on a path to not just existing, but truly living. Here's my question. Are you ready? Yeah, okay, good. You're still here. Now, my fellow intentional adventurers, remember the passion we just discovered, right? It's just coming out of my voice. Hopefully it kind of pumped you up a little bit. Well, it's time to take that passion up a notch. Let's kick it up, yeah? You see, passion is fuel, but your wish list, yeah, that's the destination. It's where your dreams become plans and your plans turn into reality. Look, let me share a little secret with you. I once had a dream to create this very podcast and to connect with amazing people like you. Yep, that's right. I'm talking to you. You're listening right now. And to inspire you to intentional living and to inspire myself into intentional living. And guess what? Yeah, here it is happening. And it's been happening since 2017. Dreams do come true when you put them on your wish list, when you turn them into goals and you relentlessly pursue them. So here's question number 2 for you. What do you want to have? It's more than just material possessions, all right? Those are great, right? You want to have a nice house, you want to have a reliable car and the amazing partner in life. But it's about the life that you want to create. Your wish list is your compass, your true north. It's guiding you towards the life that aligns with your passions, guiding you towards the life that aligns with your desires. So are you ready to put pen to paper and start building your wish list? Yeah? Okay. Now, I keep telling you folks on this podcast and my other podcast, The Dark Horse Entrepreneur, you should always have a journal handy when you're listening to these podcasts because you're going to be taking notes. All right. Now you can always go back and re-listen and take notes later. Now, in the next few minutes, we're going to explore the magic of setting intentions and transforming your wishes into a roadmap for success. You ready? Let's dive in. Now, as we continue our intentional journey, folks, so far we've ignited the flames of passion and we've crafted a wish list for our future. Now, I know some of you may be doing things while you're listening to this podcast. I want you to go back and re-listen and honestly answer the questions I'm posing to you because they can really alter your life. You can ignite those passions. You can craft that wish list for your future. Now, it's time to spread our wings, right? And explore new horizons. Ooh, I want you to picture something. Let's say I'm on a solo backpacking adventure through the heart of Europe. I used to do a lot of backpacking in Europe when I was stationed over there and when my father was stationed over there. It's a thrill of discovering unfamiliar cultures, the tastes of some exotic cuisines, and the awe of standing before century-old landmarks. I remember standing in Bamberg, Germany, at the base of the castle there. What are you talking about? This is amazing. And another one, when I was in Schweinfurt during the Second World War was where there was a ball bearing factory at. So it was bombed relentlessly by the Allies. And I don't say this as a positive or a negative. I just say it as a statement of fact. And one of the times I was walking through old downtown Schweinfurt, and there's a section of the old wall that was built way back in medieval times. And in the wall, a princess of the king at the time had been buried into the wall, and there was this effigy of her in up against covering her burial spot. That, to my knowledge, and I looked, was the only remaining piece of the wall that used to surround the original old city of Schweinfurt. Through all the bombings, that one piece stood. And I remember that. And I'm 60 years old now, and I was there when I was in my 20s. I can still picture it like I was standing there right now. It was amazing to think of everything that was going on at that time. This one piece of age-old history still stands. Yeah. Travel, my friends, it's more than just this change of scenery. It's this expanse of your horizons. It's a transformation of your very perspective. So, with that in mind, let's ponder question number 3, shall we? Where do you want to go? And I'm not just talking about your next vacation. I'm talking about where do you want to go in your life? Your journey is your canvas. The destination, those are your colors. Whether it's an exotic escape or a spiritual pilgrimage, it's your choice. Let's say, here, get yourself in a safe spot. Close your eyes. If you're driving, don't close your eyes. But picture this. You're standing at the crossroads, a world map in one hand and a compass of your dreams in the other. Now, ask yourself, where do I want to go? Right? Let's talk about one of my listeners, a spirited traveler who has always been captivated by the idea of exploring far-off lands. She had a world map in her bedroom. Actually, she got it from Frontgate, place I used to work. And since childhood, every night, she'd close her eyes and point to a place and dream one day of venturing there. As the years passed, she decided that it was time to turn her dreams into reality. Armed with that map, or with a map, not the one that was hanging on her wall, obviously, and a backpack filled with courage, she set off on a globe-trotting adventure. From the ancient temples of Angkor Wat to the bustling streets of Tokyo, she explored the world's wonders. But her travels weren't just tourist spots, no. They were moments of profound self-discovery. Now, along the way, she met people from diverse backgrounds, she tasted exotic cuisines, and she embraced some rather unique customs. She realized the world, our world, is our classroom. The world and her journey was an education in empathy, an education in understanding, and an educating in the beauty of diversity. I think her story teaches us that the question, where do I want to go, extends well past geographic locations. It's about exploring the uncharted territories of our passions that we answered in the previous question, the uncharted territories of our values and our very dreams and goals. So, as we keep delving deeper in this episode, I want you to remember that your life's journey is your roadmap. It's your roadmap waiting to be filled with adventures, waiting to be filled with discoveries. You ready to set a course? All right, let's keep going. I find I say, imagine this a lot, and people call that out to me every once in a while. And for me, it's asking you to take a moment and put yourself into a situation. More than just listening to a podcast, more than just writing down answers to a question. It's about inserting yourself into a scenario. And when you're able to do that, I think you'll get a lot more out of it than just, well, Tracy said. No, you're going to put yourself in a scenario and you go, oh my God, I would maybe not do it the way Tracy said. I would do it something differently, maybe even differently than you're doing it now. So that said, imagine this. You're standing in a room filled with people and they all started applauding. Yeah! But here's the question. Why are they applauding? What did you do to deserve such a warm reception when you just walked in the room? Well, it's simple. You made a memorable contribution. Now, as we continue through this episode, our exploration of living intentionally, let's start diving into the fourth question here, right? It's our question of journey of self-discovery. And the question is, what contribution do I want to make? What contribution do you want to make? This is here to remind you that life isn't just about existing. It's just not about the ka-chunka of your daily grind if you're doing the 9 to 5. It's not just about selling whatever widget that you've created for your clients. It's about leaving your mark. It's about creating a legacy that lives on well past you. One of the things I said in one of the speeches I gave in front of a larger audience one time was, you know what? I don't want you to remember my name. But if you could remember me in your epitaph because something I said improved your world, that's enough for me. Your contribution is your unique gift to the entire world, whether it's through art, whether it's through knowledge, through kindness, or innovation. It's how you shape the future. It's how you inspire others to do the same. So, if you're wondering how you can contribute to the world in a meaningful way, then stick around. All right? By the end of this episode, by sincerely addressing these 10 questions we're talking about here, you'll not only know what contribution that you want to make, but you'll also understand how it's a vital piece of the puzzle that you will need to put together to live intentionally. All right. Imagine a caterpillar metamorphosizing into a stunning butterfly. We've all seen it, right? We've seen it. Some of us had the little cages in our homes where we watched the caterpillar build the cocoon, and then later on it bursts out into this beautiful butterfly, and we take it outside and we release it. It undergoes a radical transformation. The caterpillar is not a butterfly, and the butterfly is not a caterpillar. But after it goes through this radical transformation, emerging more beautiful and more free, and with these new abilities of flight, for example, than it ever had before. It went from this inching along on the branch of a tree and eating leaves to flying free and shimmering in the sunlight. That brings us to our time now, which is a time to delve deeper into the fifth question on our path to self-discovery. What do I want to become? Do you want to become a butterfly? Do you want to become a caterpillar? I don't know, a fox, a wolf, a better version of you? Whatever it is, you need to remember one thing. Life is a journey, and every step we take is an opportunity for personal growth. It's about becoming the best version of ourselves. It's about continually evolving, and it's about embracing the limitless possibilities within us. It's not about comparing yourself against the Joneses or your peers. It's about comparing yourself to who you were yesterday, a year before, a decade before. What do you want to become is a reflection of your aspirations. It's a reflection of your dreams, and it's a reflection of your potential. It's the story you're writing about your life, and guess what? You are the one that holds the pen. Now, there are so many stories of individuals who have embarked on profound personal growth journeys, defying limitations and unlocking their true potential. We've seen them up on the stages. We've watched their videos. We see them on Instagram, everywhere. Have you ever wondered how to become the person you aspire to be? Well, you're in the right place. All right? Don't go away. By taking on each one of these questions sincerely, you can have the clarity and you can have the motivation to embark on your own transformative journey. So, stay with me as we continue to explore the art of self-improvement and discover what it truly means to become the best version of yourself. Don't go anywhere. Nope, stay right there. This journey of self-growth awaits, and it's waiting just for you.
Welcome to your Success DNA podcast, the go-to resource for entrepreneurs, business owners, and professionals who are ready to level up their lives. Your success is in your DNA.
All right, so we got through the first 5. Now let's tackle the next 5. Let's say there's an artist. already a master of their craft, right? We've seen them, right, in all genres. I've been watching this one recently who does wood turning with amazing pieces of wood and acrylics, sometimes a mix of the two, and it just puts out amazing work. Clearly a master of their craft. They're discovering new techniques that revitalize their work. Now imagine this, the gentleman I'm talking about here, maybe he just started doing wood turning. Right? I'm going to make a table leg. I'm going to make a bat. I'm going to make a vase. I'm going to make a mug out of wood. And then I'm going to find an old piece of driftwood and I'm going to make a vase out of that. Oh, what happens if I add acrylic to this? Whoa, that's a whole new technique. And it totally revitalizes their work. It lifts their spirits to a whole new level. Their art takes on new dimensions. And guess what? Their passion reignites if it had died out at all. And if it hadn't died out, the passion ignites to a hotter level. Oh my God. So I bring this up because as we continue our journey into intentional living, we're about to dive into that sixth question. What do I want to learn? See, learning is this exhilarating adventure. It's an odyssey of the mind. It just never stops. It's all about embracing that unknown, which can be a little bit scary at times, right? And expanding your horizons. You hear me talk about leaning out of your comfort zone. You don't have to jump all the way out 10 feet out of your comfort zone. Just put your little pinky toe out there, just a little bit, and then come back in. And then put it out a little bit more, and then come back in, right? Your comfort zone begins to get wider as you do that, and you learn more things as a result. What you want to learn is a reflection of your curiosity. What you want to learn is a reflection of your interest and that inherent desire to grow. It's your passport, my friends, to uncharted territories of wisdom, passion, and expertise. Let's come on another gentleman. He loved his job. Mark loved his job to death, but he felt that persistent itch in the back of his mind, just kind of scratching back there, you know what I'm talking about? And he yearned for something, I don't know, more. It's hard to describe, but it was just more. Something that would just ignite him, just light up his spirit. So he decided to tackle the question, what do I want to learn? Now, Mark's always been fascinated with the world of cooking, of all things, but he had never ventured beyond his trusty microwave and maybe the occasional, pancake. One day, he decided to step out of his comfort zone, and he enrolled in a culinary class. Whew, here we go. As he chopped and sauteed and experimented with exotic spices, something magical happened. Mark discovered not only a flair for cooking, but he had this deep-seated passion for it. Let's fast forward a few years, and Mark is no longer in that old job, which he did love, as an accountant. He is now a sous chef at a bustling restaurant, and his dishes are celebrated by food critics around the town. See, Mark's journey into the world of cooking wasn't about just learning recipes. It was about discovering a whole new side that was tucked away deep inside of himself. His courage to explore and his dedication to learning led him to a career that is now truly fulfilling him with passion. Here's the thing. This story kind of reminds us that it's never too late. Just start embrace learning. Let's start unearthing those hidden talents, and let's start to pursue our passions, shall we? We talked about those passions earlier. You got a little inkling of what they are. Now it's like, let me open them up. See, whether you're fascinated with cooking, art, drumming, music, licking drywall, whatever the field might be, I want you to remember the journey of lifelong learning can lead you in these unexpected and beautiful outcomes. You're going to get to these unexpected and beautiful destinations. Now, if you ever wonder how to keep that flame of curiosity alive, you're about to be in for a treat. So don't go anywhere. You'll be inspired to embrace your new knowledge and your new skills, no matter where you are on your journey, as we uncover the art of lifelong learning and unlock some doors to infinite possibilities.
We have the tools and inspiration that you need to take your life to the next level. So stay tuned for more game-changing advice in our upcoming episodes. Let's all level up our lives together, shall we? Remember, your success is in your DNA.
Now let's take a quick dive into the art of companionship. Yeah, my friends, this is where the people we choose to share our lives with become the colors on the canvas of our existence, maybe even the paintbrushes. You ready to paint your masterpiece of relationships? Okay. Let's talk about John. John's a passionate entrepreneur. John was on a quest to conquer the business world, taking on that digital marketing realm. But amidst the hustle and the bustle, he realized he was missing something crucial. And that something he was missing was meaningful connections. Then one day, John met a lady of his life, a fellow entrepreneur, at a networking event. Their conversations, oh my God, their conversations just kind of flowed effortlessly, and their ambitions, they aligned like the stars in the night sky. John and his new lady embarked on joint adventures and brainstorming sessions, and as they did so, they realized that their connection wasn't just about business. It was about uplifting and supporting each other. Yeah? You thought I was going to go with the romantic angle, right? No, it didn't go that way, but it doesn't make it any less important. You see, John's story illustrates the question that we're going to ask next. Who do I want to spend my time with? It's more than just about socializing, right? It's about cultivating a circle of individuals who inspire you, who challenge you, and who can uplift you. And I would also add to that, I just popped into my head here, that will sometimes whop you on the back of the head. I had a gentleman, Robbie, he was my best friend until he passed away. He's still my best friend. He's my brother from another mother. And he always inspired me. He always challenged me. He was always able to uplift me. But one of the things that really made him the best of friends that I've ever had was his willingness and ability to metaphorically whop me upside the head and go, what the hell are you thinking, Tracy? Right? A real friend can do that, right? Those are the kind of people you want in your life. So as we navigate our way towards our dreams and towards our goals, remember that life's journey is better traveled with good companions, companions who share your dreams and, most importantly, share your values. They don't have to be exact copies of you, but they certainly need to be aligned with your values so you're not like rubbing like two pieces of sandpaper. So, who do you want to spend your time with as you go on this grand adventure? Here, let me pause for a second. I don't want you to be afraid to explore the vibrant landscapes of relationships. Things are just rocky, it seems like nowadays, and the ability to start relationships really changed over my 50 years of engaging in relationships, where the people you choose to surround yourself, that is important. They're going to be, as I mentioned earlier, become the colors of your canvas of life. You want to mix your paints well. And sometimes some of those relationships will become the very canvas of your life. I'm talking about those ones that just are part of who you are. My wife is one of those folks. She is the canvas of my life. So I want to paint amazing colors. Are you ready to paint your life's masterpiece with relationships? Are you the color for someone else's canvas? Ooh, think about that as well. All right, let's step into question number 8. Let's step into it if you're ready to dive into the realm of financial aspirations. Notice how my voice went down right there? So many people tackle this one the wrong way. Let's touch on the power of money as a tool for reshaping your intentional life. Are you prepared to embark on this wealth building journey? Maybe you already have it. I don't know. All right. Question number 8 has me asking you, are you ready to dive into the world of financial aspiration? Meaning, let's touch on the power of money as a tool for shaping your intentional life. Are you prepared to embark on this wealth building journey? Let's talk about Janice for a second. Janice was an individual who went from financial struggles to achieving her dreams. But Janice realized inside this journey that money wasn't just paper. It's not about making the paper. It was the key to unlocking her desired lifestyle. Her journey led her to set some clear financial goals, including how much she wanted to earn, how much she wanted to save, and how much she wanted to invest. And her unwavering determination, hear me on that, with her unwavering determination, she transformed her financial landscape. Now, hear me, I didn't say she made millions and millions of dollars. I just said she transformed her financial landscape. Jan's story teaches us that the question, how much money do you want to earn, save, and invest, isn't just about designing a mind-numbing spreadsheet of numbers. No, it's about designing the life you desire. Now, if you desire a life that needs millions and billions of dollars, more power to you. Not all of us need that. Look, life is like this multifaceted diamond. The financial goals are but a single shining facet of that diamond and are another facet of the compass that guides you towards your intentional living. It's about having the means to turn your dreams into reality. Thus, we have to ask ourselves, again, how much money do we want to earn? How much money do we want to save? How much money do we want to invest to lead the life that you have always dreamed of? Transform your financial aspirations into tangible achievements. After all, wealth isn't just about the numbers, as I keep saying. I want to make sure you hear me on this. It's about the freedom to live life on your terms. So, are you ready to unlock the power of money as a tool for intentional living? Yeah, God, I hope so, right? It's amazing. You are going to have to take yet another hard, honest look at where you are and where you want to go in order to get there, right? It's not about just saying, I want to make $1 million. Well, my friend, if you're making $10,000 a year right now, saying you want to make $1 million is great. But do you believe you can do it? So many people set a goal that subconsciously, inside their head, passionately, their heart wants it. Don't get me wrong. But their head is going, you're not good enough for that. You'll never get it. So if you're back to that 10,000 number, hey, I'm below poverty, I'm earning $10,000 a year, maybe you say, you know what? I want to earn $20,000 a year. Or maybe I want to earn $15,000. Create yourself those steps. And then as you start believing in it more and more and more, and hey, if you can believe in you earning $1 million right now, go for it. Give it a shot. But check yourself. Keep yourself in balance. And that's where we're going with the next one. Now, because as we near the end of our soul-searching questions, we enter the realm of balance, where life and work coexist harmoniously. And that's the key word, harmoniously. Let's dive into this importance of finding that equilibrium in a world that just never seems to slow down, right? I mean, God, how fast are we going things nowadays? You ready to restore some balance in your life? All right, let's talk about Jacob. And Jacob was yet another one of those driven entrepreneurial individuals who, like so many of us, became entangled in the never-ending demands of work. You know what I'm talking about, right? Those 45-hour weeks, those 60-hour weeks, those 80-hour weeks. Oh my God, does it ever end? His story reminds us that the pursuit of success should not come at the cost of our well-being. Jacob's journey? Well, Jacob's journey led him to this pivotal realization. And the next question on our list, how much time do I want off? I guess another question you could even ask about this is, how much time do I want to spend away from work? There's another great way to ask it. This question is more than talking about that desire for leisure, though. It's about this quest for a fulfilling life. We all want that, right? We want to do things that fulfill us. We like to have it in our job, but sometimes we can't. But if we have it in our job, we still want to have it outside of our job. This story teaches us that true success is not solely measured by our work accomplishments, but instead by the moments we savor outside of work as well. So, as you continue your exploration, remember, finding balance is about creating space for the things that truly matter inside of work and out. So, ask yourself, how much time do I want off in order to live a life that's not just successful, but it's also fulfilling? Yeah, reclaim your time. Rekindle your passion for life outside of work. After all, a balanced life is the cornerstone of intentional living. All right? You ready to strike that balance? I know you are. You're ready to strike that balance between work and personal life. Oh, but I can't do it. Well, yeah, you can. Do you already have it? If you don't already have it, I need you to ask yourself, why not? Well, because I have to work 80 hours. No, you don't have to. Somewhere inside you, you believe you have to, and perhaps that is only because you have not defined it. And here's the other thing about that. You'll never start pulling yourself out of that mindset until you define it and start working towards it. Hey, right now, maybe you believe you have to work 80 hours a week to make ends meet or whatever else is going on to keep my job. Well, let's define what a balanced life is for you. Maybe it goes down to 60. Okay, well, how do you get there? And then you start taking those steps, all right? And last but not least, I want to delve into the aspect of our life that's often, far too often underestimated, yet it's so profoundly impactful, my friends, and that is your health. So you're ready to embark on a journey towards optimal well-being? Guess what? Got a little short story here for you. Debbie, whose story I think is a testament to the incredible transformations that come from prioritizing health. Her journey began with the simple question I'm about to ask you. What will I do to create optimal health? What are you willing to do? Debbie's path was not just about physical fitness, but it was also about nurturing her mental and her emotional well-being, right? We're not just physical beings. We're mental beings, and we're emotional beings, and we're spiritual beings. It teaches us that true success involves a holistic approach to our health. Remember the wheel and the spoke I talked about a few episodes back? If not, go back and listen to that episode. We're talking about, if each section of your life was a spoke on a wheel, and you rated your relationships and your finances and your health and your work and your spiritual and your leisure, each one of those was a spoke, and you rated them 1 to 10, 1 being the worst and 10 being the best, and you went to each one of those spokes and you rated them. How well would your wheel roll? Yeah. Taking a holistic approach makes your wheel roll a whole lot better. But remember that health is the foundation upon which all else is built. Without it, I think, and I'm hoping because you're still with me 40 minutes into this, you'll think as well as I do that success loses its luster without health. And it loses its luster faster than you can say glazed donut. You see, I share these stories with you because stories like Debbie's and Jacob's and everyone else, they remind us that questions like, what can I do to create optimum health in my life? It's not just a question. It's a commitment to self-care. It's a commitment to ourselves, and then it's a commitment to those we love. So take a minute right now and answer it to yourself. Hopefully you've got a journal out so you can do this. What will I do to create optimum health? You see, your answer will set the tone for a life of boundless energy and a life of well-being, or it won't. Either one. If you honor your commitment to yourself first, it can and will. So, are you ready to invest in your health? Are you ready to embark on a life of energy and vitality and well-being to propel yourself towards your goals? And you know those goals are going to take some energy, right? Might as well give yourself some. You're going to have to commit to exploring strategies to elevate your health, because in the grand scheme of life, it's health that truly counts. Without this one factor, all the other things out there, they're going to pale in comparison. And certainly, they can't be enjoyed to the fullest if you don't have your health. So, you ready to take charge of your health and unlock your full potential? Okay. I feel some nodding heads out there. That's all right. So let's wrap this up a bit here as we conclude our thought-provoking journey. I know I ran a little longer than usual today. I'm not going to apologize for that. Hopefully you're still with me. Let's take a moment though to reflect on the power of intentionality, which is where we started with all this. We've traversed through the landscapes of passions, of dreams, and travel, and contribution, and growth, and learning, and relationships, and finances, and balance, and and health. We've navigated this intricate map for the purpose of intentional living. Each of these 10 questions, these 10 chapters of intentionality, these 10 spokes of your wheel, as it were, serves as a compass guiding you towards personal development and guiding you towards your ultimate success, whatever it may be for you. So, it's your turn. I invite you to ponder these questions, to explore the depths of your desires, and to explore your answers with us, with those you love, heck, with the world. Imagine a world where every action is imbued with purpose. Imagine a world where every choice propels you towards your passions and your aspirations. That, my friend, that's a world that begins with your intention. So I encourage you to embrace these questions, make them a part of your daily life, make them a part of your journaling. Your answers will not only shape your journey, but they can also inspire yourself. And here's the bonus, the icing on the cake, they can inspire those around you. You see, the path of intentionality is a path to fulfillment, and it's a journey we take together. So share your insights, share your dreams, and share your intentions. I'm looking forward to hearing them. Just put them down in the comments. If you're on Apple, just put them down in one of the reviews. Remember, at the end of the day, intentionality, it's not just a choice. No, it's a commitment to your own success. It's a commitment to your own happiness, and it's certainly a commitment to your personal development. So, from all of us here at Your Success DNA podcast, thank you for embarking on this empowering voyage. Keep those intentions high and watch as your life begins to transform towards your dreams. Until next time, keep living intentionally, and remember, your success is in your DNA. Think successfully and take action.
Thanks for listening to Your Success DNA podcast. Whether you're starting out or you're a seasoned entrepreneur, we have the tools and inspiration that you need to take your life to the next level. So stay tuned for more game-changing advice in our upcoming episodes. And hey, before you go, a quick reminder to check out our past episodes of Your Success DNA for more inspiring stories and practical advice. And if you've loved what you heard, leave us a review and share this podcast with your friends and colleagues. Let's all level up our lives together, shall we? Remember, your success is in your DNA.